Hi, I'm Mark Bryant. Welcome to another of our season previews for Baseball 2026 in the Big South. Very happy to have with us now head coach of the Upstate Spartans, Kane Sweeney.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Glad to have you. Let's talk about last year first before we jump into this year. Memorable season, it says, just to say the least. I mean, Big South regular season championship, conference tournament title, on into the regionals. How do you carry or build any of that momentum into a new year? I know every year's a new year, but there's expectations, there's a history now. What does this look like going into the 2026?
Yeah, obviously it was a great year for us. I mean, we battled through a lot of adversity early in the season, and then we were able to kind of find our stride. It felt like about 20 to 25 games in, we kind of found our stride, the right rotation, the right lineup, and then obviously able to put that all together into 2 championships, which was really cool. And the opportunity to play in a regional is great, but once you get done with those player meetings in the summer, it feels like you're kind of right back to work and put your nose back to the ground and want more. And I think that's kind of what this group is we're just hungry for more. So I'm excited about this season.
What does the makeup of the roster look like, just in general terms of what you've got of returners and veterans versus newcomers? And is there a specific position group that you had to retool or work on for this year?
Yeah, I think we're 18 and 18 right now, if I'm not mistaken. So I think we have 18 returners, 18 new guys. We had some things happen over break, but I like the group that we have. A lot of the returning guys were key pieces from last year. So expecting another big season out of a lot of those guys. The returners have looked, or the new guys have looked really good so far in the preseason and the fall. Excited about that group. We did have a couple losses in the summer, and lost a shortstop, lost 2 outfielders that were really good players for us, lost a couple arms as well. But I feel like we've done enough to find some guys that can replace them. And obviously, when you got a bunch of returners coming back that you trust and believe in, I think we're primed for another big year. So I'm really excited to get going.
Offensive production, is there a big 3 or what? Where are the bats this year?
It feels like a big 3 a little bit. Yeah, I think Preston Lucas, Henry Zener, Johnny Sweeney, those 3 in particular, obviously all returning, all preseason, all conference, which is well deserved for all those guys. That's where a lot of our offense is going to be coming from. But we do have some new guys in there as well. Clayton Campadilli is a first baseman that transferred to us from Kirkwood Community College. Had a monster fall, and I'm really expecting him to have a breakout season. Trey Bentley's a guy from NC State that transferred in that I'm really excited about playing in the outfield, switch hitter, really good tools. Malloy Heagany is probably going to end up being our shortstop, a really good athlete. Gage Griggs, Alex Ritzer, both returners in the infield, good players. Keenan Bowman should slide into the center field role for us from East Carolina. We're returning Wiley Waters, who at times was one of the best hitters in our league last year, so excited to kind of see him break out. And then we returned Tyler Lang, who was hurt the majority of the season last year, obviously played a little bit and had great numbers when he did play. Now he's returning fully healthy. Excited for him and Preston Lucas to kind of get a lot of the innings back behind the plate.
Well, here's a trick question because it's kind of a 2-parter. Your younger brother, Johnny Sweeney, All-American last season. How do you balance or approach coach and sibling, and then what are the expectations for him this year?
Expecting him to obviously if he repeats what he did last year, it'd be great. That's what I'd love to see happen. But at the end of the day, I want him to be healthy, and he's been through a lot in his career from a health standpoint. So just for him last year to finally have a year of full health and be able to accomplish what he accomplished as a player makes you feel good as a brother, but also as a coach, because I've seen the work that he's put in and been rewarded with a really good year now, and obviously working to keep the health up again so he can play 56 and be out there as often as possible. But the expectations for him, stay healthy, and just I think the bat speaks for itself.
Let's head to the mound. You have a group coming together for a rotation here. Who's emerging maybe to be your Friday starter, your number 1?
Yeah, our number 1 is Chris Torres. He towards the end of the year last year, I think he was pitching as well as anybody, one in the league, but maybe in the country. I know he had a great year in league play last year. It was one of those weird years for him where we didn't play a ton of defense behind him early in the season, so he kind of got hampered a little bit with a tough ERA to start the year out. For him to be able to bring that down to I think a mid 4s or low 4s by the end of the year last year was really impressive. But he's a guy that's made a huge jump this summer. Excited to see kind of how that plays out this spring. Max Bianchini is another returner that's got a chance to really slide into a weekend role. Max Kaplan and Caden Mackey were 2 freshmen last year that I feel like both have made massive strides, chance to be rotation pieces or key bullpen pieces. And then you have some new guys like Brent Stukes transferred to us from North Greenville. He's looked really good, clean, crisp delivery, fills it up, applies pressure to hitters. Same thing with Max Eichenberger, who transferred to us from Georgia Highlands. Those two guys, and then there's a bunch of other bullpen pieces there too. Brad Benton, Wyatt Land, Reese Hemmerling, who's a returner, Juan Reyes, who's a returner. I mean, there's a lot of big names there, and then I'll throw one freshman in, Andrew Kummer. Has a chance to really make a huge jump from where he was at the start of the fall to where he is now. Velo's jump, command his jump. He's got a chance to be a really special pitcher in this league.
Well, it all gets started February 13th. You're on the road at South Alabama. Tell us about what you've got coming up in the non-conference. I know it's a pretty heavy hitters in there.
Yeah, it's a good one. So we'll start the year down at South Alabama. It's the first time we've been on the road, I think, in 25 years. It's been a while since we've gone on the road to start the season out, but I thought it would be a good test for us to play a Sun Belt opponent right out of the gate. We have a little tournament that happens the second weekend. We go down to Stetson for a double midweek. Right after that, we'll play Georgia Southern on the way back up from Stetson. We take a trip to Texas this year. We'll play a 3-game set at Texas. We play Sanford in a weekend series, play NKU and Elon in weekend series, and then our midweek games, we'll play Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, Clemson twice, College of Charleston, Wofford. I mean, you kind of name it, and that's who we're playing. I feel like it's a really, really challenging schedule, but I think that's what our guys want. That's what I want, and you don't find out where you stack up unless you go play them.
It's going to be really good to see that in action, Coach. We look forward to it. Wish you and all the Spartans the best of luck in the season ahead, and we thank you for watching another edition of our baseball preview for Big South 2026.